Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakuraso here, coming at you with 5 cards to pick up in Blazing Vortex. Now before I start off this video, I just want to say the prices that I mentioned in this video are subject to change. Currently I'm filming on Tuesday right now, so if you're seeing this a day or two later and the prices are different, you know why. And before that, like always, if you guys can leave a like and subscribe, that'd be great. And what I want to know in the comment section below is what are you guys wanting from Blazing Vortex? I personally want the new Link 5, because it's a waifu and it's actually a really great card. I want Paw Prosperity, and I want some of the cards I'm about to list here. And if you're buying cards off TCG Player, like pre-orders for Blazing Vortex, please buy a link down in the description below. I also have my own TCG Player shop, so if you want to buy from me, it will be there as well. I like to update about every 2-3 days, and there will be some Blazing Vortex stuff once I get my case. So we're going to get right into it. Also, thank you guys for the love and support on my 5 cards I have in your trade binder. That's got 70 likes right now, and it's got maybe about 500 views, and that is amazing, right? So I just want to say, if you watch that video and like that video, I really do appreciate it. So we're going to get right into it. So the first card I have to pick up is Underdog. Now what Underdog does is during your turn, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. During your opponent's turn, negate the effects of all face-up monsters you control. So essentially this is similar to Skill Drain. However, in decks say like Gamma, where you mostly play on your opponent's turn, right? And you are resolving all your effects during then. This is an amazing card because it feels like a one-sided Skill Drain. Now, so another deck that could possibly use this is decks that can use this card on your opponent's turn and then somehow figure out a way to destroy it by the end phase. So saying like you flip this on your opponent, they can't play, you already established your board, and during the end phase you could do something where you could trigger a pop destruction to destroy your own trap card. So essentially it is a temporary skill drain for your opponent only, and that's what's really good about this card. I think this card could be busted in many strategies. However, it's going to take some high IQ plays in order to pull this off. Now this card is sitting roughly around $8, and I believe that is going to follow suit with all the other trap cards that we've gotten, similar to Warning Point, Get Out, and you know, other cards like that. However, it could also be something like Gravedigger's Trap Hole that was always about $12, $13 and is now slowly rising up. Now, I suggest you guys pick this up near Friday and keep looking at its price. I personally believe you can get this card for about $6. I think that's where it's going to sell, around $6. However, it could shoot up because a lot of people see this potential. So if you want to be safe and get them for $8, that's good, because if this card shoots up, it's going to go to around $15 to $20. So I personally would get the card now, but if you want to play a little bit of games, you could wait. It might go back to $6. So yeah. The second card that I have for 5 cards to have in your trade binder is Heavenly Zephyr. So the reason why I'm telling you guys to get Zephyr here is because people don't realize that this is the hand trap of the set, alright? People don't like to read, and it has long text, so I'm going to read for you, so do not worry. So this is a level 7 with 2000 attack, 2600 defense, and the activation of this card cannot be negated. If your opponent's special summons a monster with 2000 or more attack from their extra deck, except for during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if it's special summoned from the hand, you can target a face-up opponent's monster that was special summoned from the extra deck. Neither player can activate that monster's effect while this monster is face-up on the field. So essentially what this does, just to give you guys an example, is let's pretend your opponent, you're playing against Sky Strikers, and your opponent special summons what's called a access code talker, right? What you could do is you could special summon this from the hand, activate its effect to negate it. You've stopped their pops, you stopped them in their tracks, and you have a monster on board now, which it has a pretty big booty, 2600 defense, so access code talker won't be able to run over it. And what's really good about this card, essentially, it's a hand trap that can stop your opponent's plays as well. Now, it would be better if it said any Link monster. This card would be absolutely busted. But what people don't realize is how good of a hand trap this is. It is very similar to stuff like Phantasme, since it special summons on the field, and you get an effect when it does so. So I think this card's really good. At about $24, $25, the set's going to figure out where to get value, because like Phantom Rage, if there's no value, there will be. And I believe that this card can easily shoot up to around $40 to $50. So I would definitely grab your copies right now, because it is a really good card. I guess one thing that does suck is in mirror matches, it could suck a little bit, but you could just link it off, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Now, for the third card to have in your trade binder from Blazing Vortex, that card would be Greater Polymerization. Now, Greater Polymerization is about $3.50, and I think this card is very underrated. So it's an ultra rare, you get it for about $3.50, like I said, but for what it does, you guys are going to be wondering, $3.50? How's this $3.50? Well, Yu-Gi-Oh players don't know how to read. I feel like I need to put that on a shirt or a logo. When you guys buy Saki merch, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe I could see if I could do that. But what greater polymerization does is you fusion summon one fusion monster from your extract. Also, I'm reading this off my phone if you guys are always wondering why I'm looking down. So I get the exact, because I don't have all the cards memorized just yet. So you fusion summon it using 3 or more monsters from your hand or field. And if you do, it's going to gain the effects of being able to be protected from card effects, right? Because it cannot be destroyed by card effects. It can be targeted though. And then if this card attacks it, basically it does piercing damage as well. And that's what's really good about this card, is because in certain decks that poly and all that, this is searchable. And it's like polymerization, however, it gives your fusion monster bonus effects. So if you're playing an underrated deck, and let's say your boss monster isn't the best, right? Has 3k attack, but it doesn't have protection, right? Well, what you could do is, now it has protection and it does piercing damage, right? Which is cute, right? I think that the fact that they decided to add piercing damage was very, very cute, because it's something that's not used too much in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think it's a great effect. Personally, it just doesn't come up as often, but I think it's very cute to give stuff that's a little underwhelming this effect, since they can attack something, still boop, get some damage. So, and you know, as they say in Arc 5, you still take the I hate Arc V so much. But yeah, the memes, you still take the damage. It's not funny, but whatever. The fourth card that I have here is actually a super rare called Psychic Eraser. Now these are about $2, and what this card does is you send a monster your opponent controls that was special summoned from the extra deck to the graveyard. Your opponent gains life points equal to the original attack or defense, whichever is higher. And you can only activate with these once per turn. Now what's really good about this card is essentially it is a 1-for-1 removal. However, it's sent. It does not destroy. And that's what's really, really good about this card. Your opponent also gains life, so in certain decks this could be really, really good, especially decks that could burn, like Dark Reaction. If you're running a deck with Dark Reaction to Samochi, this card's actually really, really good. So it's removal plus damage, right? Which I don't know if burn decks like that are going to play this card, but it is possible. Life points don't really matter as much, so getting rid of a problematic card is definitely not bad, especially since it sends. And along with, I just want to see one quick thing about this card, is it also does not target, right? So it is a no matter what 1-for-1 removal, and that's why this card is so, so good, right? I think this card could find its way into this side deck of many, many meta decks, and a lot of people are seeing the potential of this card. It quickly goes up to close to $5, so getting him at 2 for pre-sale, not too bad, especially if it's a card you're going to end up using. And now the fifth card that I have to pick out a Blazing Vortex, that is Angel Statue Azura, and that is about $8, a little less. What this card does is it is what's called a fairy trap card with 1800 attack, 1800 defense. The card's still a trap, but once per turn, when your opponent special summons a monster while this card is in your monster zone, you can send to graveyard one continuous trap in your monster zone that was special summoned from the spell or trap zone. Negate that summon. If you do, destroy that monsters. So essentially, this is like a solemn, right? That you special summon it to 1800. However, when this monster zone is destroyed by battle, right? Whenever this card is destroyed by battle, you get to destroy one monster your opponent controls. And that's what's really, really good about this card, since essentially it's going to be a 1-for-1 no matter what, unless they destroy it with a card effect. I think that this card is definitely undervalued. I think it's really, really good as well. I personally have been playtesting in Geist, and I actually like it. I sat there and I was like, you know, this is not bad. This is definitely not bad. So I think this is, especially because to deal with it, they have to run it over, then they get that monster destroyed. So it puts your opponent in awkward and tough situations. That's what you really want to do. So this has been 5 cards to pick up from Blazing Vortex. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys plan on picking up from Blazing Vortex, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.